Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers majority age laws, abduction, and abuse of authority, and comes to us from the Chronicle Telegram's channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. Let's dive right in and audit the interaction. On April 16, 2018, Officer John Kovac of the Lorain Police Department in Lorain, Ohio, was parked near a West 34th Street residence following a dispute with his estranged daughter, Caitlin Kovac. Officer Kovac traced his daughter's laptop to the residence after she refused to respond to his attempts to talk. Officer Kovac did not approve of his daughter's boyfriend, 18-year-old Makai Coleman, which prompted Caitlin to leave her home and cut off communication with her father. After staking out the residence for an unspecified amount of time, Officer Kovac spots Mr. Coleman's silver Pontiac and decides to stop the vehicle.
You can get out. You're going to jail. Get out. Have a seat in my car. We'll make it up as we go.
It was later determined that this traffic stop was unwarranted and illegal, but this phrase foreshadows Officer Kovac's conduct and the nature of the entire incident. It is clear from this statement alone that Officer Kovac has a personal stake in this interaction, and even if he did have a valid reason for stopping Mr. Coleman, he should have radioed for a colleague to handle the stop. Officer Kovac is emotionally charged and not in the proper state of mind to carry out his duties. This statement is a testament to Officer Kovac's willingness to use his authority to exact revenge and carry out a personal attack on Mr. Coleman.
Any guns, knives, weed on you? What's that?
Obviously, a lot of it.
Go ahead and get smart before I can do something to you, even more.
121 and 124.
I think I'm playing with you. Have a seat.
25 Overland.
34 Ashland. I tell you get out of the car? Did I tell you get out of the car?
11 road at those 12. Bill's advising a white female in a blue jeep, burned them with a gun. She's in a Ford Focus, maroon. She also called in, said he's right here, so she did show him in. She has a 1015 permit.
Your dad know my daughter's in your house?
My dad?
Yeah. Or is your ma there?
We'll double check and make sure she has that 1015. In regards to the CCW permit, we're going to need a birthday for her.
Off camera, Officer Kovac approaches the residence that he had been casing to make contact with the mother of his daughter's friend, who is the passenger in Mr. Coleman's vehicle.
My daughter in there?
No. You would like to check? Not here.
Why is her computer there?
No, I just come home and making dinner. My kids went to Walmart. Why would your daughter be in my house?
I don't know. You know. So if I check and you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
You could check, and I'm not lying to you. So if I'm not lying, I don't know why you're accusing me of that. I don't have to lie to her.
Well, I was told she was here.
So you would say wrong.
So if I check,
I know you.
and
Even if it's to lie to you,
well,
that you and you
that boy's been harboring her. Okay, I heard she was suicidal. All
I
right.
don't know anything about what's going on with your daughter. I'm sorry about the circumstances.
Okay.
Conditions with my own kids, so I could relate. Whether you're looking from a not, I can
So I can come in and check, right? She's getting a ticket because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. So that's going to cost you your daughter. So that's going to cost you $20.
Get a warrant.
Gloria Morales, the mother of Caitlin's friend, offers to allow Officer Kovac to search her house even though she is under no legal obligation to help the officer. After Officer Kovac informs Miss Morales that he will be writing her daughter a ticket, she rescinds her permission to search. Even if Officer Kovac had located his daughter in the residence, he would not have been able to charge Miss Morales with any crime unless his daughter was being held against her will. Ohio Revised Code 3109.01 defines the legal age of adulthood as 18 years old. Caitlin was considered an adult by the standards of the state and therefore allowed to go wherever she wants without the consent of her parents. It would be illegal to search Miss Morales' home without a warrant, and there is no legal basis for which a court could issue a warrant simply based on a father's desire to contact his adult daughter.
Okay. That's fine. I will. Your information, you're getting a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt.
I had my seatbelt.
No, you didn't. You can go to court then. Okay?
I had my seatbelt on.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You can plead not guilty and you can go to court then.
I had my seatbelt
Go
on.
back in your house.
No, I don't have to go to my house.
Oh, you do.
It's also going to look very interesting when we go to court and I write that ticket. How I'm going to tell the judge that you came to my house. You asked
You're being
me,
disorderly.
can
Would you like to go to jail?
You're making this
You're being
personal.
disorderly.
How am I being disorderly?
She wasn't wearing a
I
seatbelt.
was wearing my seatbelt. How am I being disorderly? You're making this personal. You want to ticket my daughter because you think your daughter is in my
No,
house.
she wasn't
But
wearing a seatbelt.
whatever is going in your personal
It's on
life,
video.
You shouldn't take her with the uniform.
It's on video.
Okay? It is personal.
It's on
Because
video.
You see, when you accuse me of your daughter
You're
being
being
in my
disorderly.
house,
Would you like to?
how am I being disorderly?
I'm trying to conduct an investigation. You're obstructing me. You're obstructing me.
For your daughter, you're using police time.
You're obstructing me.
Time.
This is your last warning.
I'm going to call 911.
You call 911. I am construed.
So let's call 911.
Call 911. You're going to jail.
Because I'm calling 911. It is my right to
No,
call
this is
911.
not an emergency.
You're using department time to look for your daughter.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm allowed to.
Here, Officer Kovac essentially admits that he is using his authority to pursue his daughter and punish her boyfriend and friends for aiding her. Miss Morales understands the officer's intentions and decides to call 911. After realizing that his actions could result in his colleagues arriving on the scene, Officer Kovac releases Miss Morales' daughter without issuing her a ticket, and then discovers that Caitlin had been hiding in the car all along.
Go ahead with your mom. I'm letting her go with you. She's in the car. I didn't even see you. Get out of the car. Get in my car. Go ahead. You guys are good. Ma'am, they could go with you. Get in my car. Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye. Get in my car.
You can't. You can't take me. I am 18.
Goodbye.
You can't take her in. She's an adult.
Goodbye.
Hey, well, you can get back in the car. You're in the
No, you're not. Get in my car.
Why are you taking me?
Get in my car.
Why are you taking me? You have to give me a reason. Back off!
Officer Kovac physically forces his daughter into his patrol car, demanding that she go to a hospital and declaring that she was suicidal. Ohio Revised Code 2905.02 states that no person shall knowingly, by force or threat, remove another from the place where the other person is found. By all accounts of the law, Officer Kovac is abducting his own daughter and using his authority as leverage to do so.
She was suicidal yesterday.
She was in the woods
Just like, well,
yesterday.
Friday. Get in the car. Get in the car.
I have video proof with me all day yesterday.
Get in the car.
do. Heartburn, she's an adult. She has no reason to do this anymore. She's drunk. She can do
Get
whatever
in the
she
car.
wants. She can do
I'm not. I was going home.
Just sit down.
Later that day, a detective was sent to Miss Morales' residence to investigate the encounter. Following the incident, an internal affairs investigation was opened, which resulted in Officer Kovac's dismissal from the Lorain Police Department. The Washington Post reported that the local district attorney was also reviewing the case to, quote, see whether Kovac broke the law in his treatment of his daughter, her boyfriend, and several other people that day. It is unclear whether criminal charges were ever filed against the officer. The Washington Post also reported that during the encounter, Officer Kovac was listed as available and summoned to a 911 call about a domestic dispute but did not respond. After Kovac's dismissal, the Fraternal Order of Police filed an appeal on his behalf, but Kovac is not currently listed as an officer on the Lorain Police Department's website. Overall, Officer Kovac gets an F for using his authority to abduct his own daughter, intimidate her friends, and threaten Miss Morales with arrest. This incident serves as a quintessential demonstration of officer misconduct and offers a peek into the psychological instability of the officers who commit it. Incidents like Officer Kovac's are far from isolated. A recent study conducted by USA Today found that approximately 85,000 officers have been investigated for misconduct over the past decade. Among the results were the records of more than 30,000 officers who were decertified and banned from law enforcement by 44 state oversight agencies. These statistics represent a fraction of the actual cases of police misconduct that either go unreported or uninvestigated. Officer Kovac, and those like him, is a cancer that has been slowly seeping into the relationship between members of law enforcement and the public at large, and he deserves nothing less than the punishment he received, but perhaps even more. Miss Morales gets an A for having the courage, conviction, and awareness to not only detect Officer Kovac's misconduct, but actively fight against it. If it wasn't for her 911 call, this interaction could have easily gone under the radar, and Officer Kovac could still bear the Lorain PD badge to this day. I commend Miss Morales, and I hope that more citizens follow her lead and refuse to allow officers to commit acts of misconduct. Let us know if there's an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more police interaction content.